Getting ready to start the second quarter of action. Danville will have the basketball. Railers on top, 11-10. Unofficial stats for the first quarter had the Railers shooting 5 of 11, while Danville was 4 of 8. Danville quickly goes to the basket with the left hand. That's no good. High for the rebound. Tipped out of bounds and now up saved back to the Railers. We see Max Cook getting a break. Will Podbelsic back into the contest. Matt Hayes into the lineup for the first time. Podbelsic getting hounded. Now gets it on the right wing to Harris. Harris to Hayes. Back to Podbelsic. Gesner. To Hayes. Matt drives back out to Harris. Podbelsic looked at the three, didn't take it. Gesner's going to drive and a foul. Nope.
Stepped out of bounds.
I'm going to say he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, and this is a lineup where not a lot of experience at all. And here's where you got to find out when we go to a lineup like this, when you take Cook off the floor, when you take Olsen off the floor and Van Hook, where do we get the scoring and where do we get the leadership from?
On the floor for the Railers, we've got Podbelsic, Harris, Gesner, Bowlby, and Hayes. Long three, short off the front of the rim by Hightower. Rebound to Gesner. Gesner up the sideline quickly to Podbelsic, and he'll slow it up. And Josh, with a lineup like this, is it worth taking 45, 50 seconds off the clock just to shorten the amount of time that you don't have the leadership out there?
If you can hold it that long, that's a problem. You've got to pressure defense against a zone. Oh yeah, I think you have to, but against a man, I just don't think you can, because it's when you burn that much clock, the defense starts reading your passes. When you start getting into a rhythm of a pass here, a pass there, they're going to jump those passes.
Hayes and Harris will check out as Van Hook and Cook check back in for Lincoln. 6:39 to go in the first half. Railers up 11-10. Cook lobs into Van Hook. On top to Podbelsic. Will fires off a long three. Missed everything but the backboard. So Danville again a chance to take the lead. Hightower. Down inside. Nice pass inside. Finding Daniel Carter for an easy two.
Yeah, right through the middle of the defense. That just cannot happen. There's too many guys in between that ball and wearing green jersey, and somebody's got to get a hand on it.
Danville with the lead, 12-11. They've run off 7 in a row, and a foul is going to be whistled. That will go against Merriweather, his first.
You know, we saw several backdoor plays or lobs or guys going to the basket, and we've kind of gotten away from that here 2 minutes into the second quarter, where we've kind of just been passing around the perimeter.
Bowlby to Gesner. Jordan just inside the three-point line. Jumper's up and good. Gesner now with 4. The Railers are back on top, 13-12. Danville inside to Carter. Bowlby goes down. No call. They say play on. He missed the shot, and the Railers come away with the rebound.
Yeah, that was a shoulder right into Bowlby's chest, and he took it like a man.
Podbelsic. Van Hook, top of the key. He fires a long three off the side of the rim. No good. Cook and Gesner fighting for it. Gesner still on the floor. 2 Vikings there. Gesner comes out with it. Nice hustle by Gesner. Podbelsic saves it in bounds. Gesner to Podbelsic. Will drives in over to Bowlby. Gesner spots for a 3. It's on the way. It doesn't go down. Merriweather the rebound. Back over to McGuire. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Lincoln with a 1-point advantage, 13-12. Hightower, now to Merriweather. Cook comes out as he backs him near the sideline.
Danville really patient, a little bit different than the last couple of years we've played them, where they've really tried to force the tempo, and they're being really patient and trying to get the best shot they can.
Hightower swinging around Merriweather, fakes left, goes right down the lane. Contact. Carter comes down with it, off the glass and good. Danville in the seesaw game goes back on top, 14-13. Carter, a 6'4" junior. Cook drives in, pass for Podbelsic is tipped away. Hightower down, the right side lays it up and in.
That's a point where they've seen Max do that a lot, where he goes in the middle and kicks it out. And and he's got to go. He's got to go all the way to the basket, and that's where they get the. We talk about defenses where they try and start reading you what you normally do, and they read Max that time.
4:08 to go. Lincoln takes a timeout, just a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. And, we talk about this, Josh, the fact that Max is handling the pressure very well. He's making good decisions. But we forget, we talked about in the first quarter, he is a sophomore, and you are going to sometimes forget that, you've done something a couple times, and they're going to see it coming. And those easy lifts, you take a look at, after being up 11-5, they've outscored us 11-2.
Yeah. Well, and hope he learns from it. That's what that's the biggest thing is if you're going to get beat by a mistake, then hopefully you don't repeat it. And that's the part of learning the game while the game's going on. And it's a tough thing to do, but that's how you get better.
Danville applies some full court pressure against the Railers as they get it inbounds. Gesner hands back to Max Cook, who brings it across the timeline. Olsen back in for the Railers. Olsen over to Cook near the center jump circle. Cook trying to direct traffic, now gets it to Bowlby on the left side, right in front of Coach Tidwell. Christian in the corner, thought about the three, didn't take it, goes baseline against three guys, kicks it over to Olsen, right side three, left it short. Rebound comes down to Danville. Quickly up into the front court. Merriweather gets it down low to Smith. Three from the corner, that's up and good. That is Merriweather. It's now 19-13. Danville up by 6.
Yeah, and a good inside out by Danville, too. They get it in the post and kick it out for the three.
Cook drives. Christian in the corner. Three on the way. Front of the rim, no good. Gesner comes from behind and knocks it away with the steal. Christian goes up off the glass and good.
Yeah.
Christian gets the 2 points, but Gesner gets credit.
And Gesner's done that a couple times tonight already. He was diving on the floor for a loose ball. Go, Max, all the way.
Taken away by the Railers. Max is going to take it straight to the basket. The finger roll is good.
Yeah. And Gesner's done that. He's kind of got the guys going a little bit again. He ignited the crowd the first time with going to the floor and kicking it out, and we got a layup out of it, or a three, I think. And then there again, he goes up. The rebounder doesn't secure it. He tips it away from him, gets it to Van Hook and a layup.
Timeout taken this time by Danville, and it's one of those points of the game. Sure, it's only 2:50 to go in the first half, but
well, we were dragging.
Yeah.
We had gone a little while without a basket, and sometimes when the shots aren't falling, you got to do something extra. A little hustle play here, a hustle play there can get this going, get the crowd back into it a little bit, get your team going, and it could be something that you can ride, obviously into the end of the first half.
Well, and here's the thing: Coach Tidwell has been here before. He knows what this place can be like once the Railers get on a run and the crowd gets behind them, so he wanted to stop it as quick as he could.
Right.
So after the timeout, Danville leading only by 2, 19-17. Merriweather over to Hightower. Danville willing to play a slowdown game with the Railers.
Yeah, and it looks like Max getting another break. He didn't come out of the game at all until he fouled out on Monday night, and now he's already been out twice.
Left-handed jumper, that's no good, but a rebound, and Harris is going to be whistled for the foul as he undercut Ingram going up for the rebound.
And that could be possibly an issue all year long, that what might be your second leading scorer on the team and maybe most valuable player as far as ball handling, rebounding, defense, has to not only play defense, but he also has to bring up the ball against full court pressure.
And traveling is going to be whistled on Ingram. Nice defense by the Railer. He went down to a knee, is called for a walk. So with 2:15 to go, Railers down by 2. On the floor for Lincoln, Jordan Gesner, Jake Olsen, Edward Bowlby, Tommy Harris, and Christian Van Hook. Van Hook leading the way for the Railers. He has 6. Olsen with 3, Gesner with 4. Pribelsic and Cook each with 2 so far tonight. Gesner, he's going to handle the ball handling duties with Cook on the bench. And a foul is going to be whistled on McGuire. A little too close to Gesner, bringing him up. That'll be the 5th on Danville. Gesner looking to inbound. Gets into Bowlby. Harris lost the ball. Tipped away by Danville. The Railers will pick it back up. Gesner. Now the Railers have numbers if they look. Olsen's three on the way. Left it short. Gesner tracks down the board. Gesner being guarded by Merriweather. Bowlby swinging around inside Olsen. Gesner. Gesner pull-up jumper from 18. That's good.
Yeah, good pull-up, and Gesner is really good at that off the dribble from the left hand and a long jumper. You don't see it a lot college, high school at all, where he's shooting it at about 17 foot. Jump shot, usually it's either 15 or you're shooting a three.
Game tied at 19. Railers have run off 6 in a row. Merriweather. Hightower, a long three, and that's good.
Yeah, and Jake was, I thought, right on him. I thought Jake did a good job handing his space, and he was deep, and there's Hightower throwing that shot put again.
22-19. Gesner tried to flip it to the backside for a pass, tipped away. Hightower with the run out. The layup is good. Hightower now with 12 in the contest. 24-19. Railers had tied it. Now they're back down by 5. Under a minute to go. Van Hook. Swinging around the corner to Harris. Down low to Christian. Christian's going to make a move. Had it blocked, and he's going to go to the line shooting two.
And a good pass by Harris that got it into the post on Van Hook, and I think he can do more of that. He can get to the basket a little more. He can get down in the post and post up a little more than what he's doing. And here's he's at the foul line. It gives the Danville player a foul. It gives him a team foul, and he gets to the free throw line where he's an excellent free throw shooter. So there's a lot of positives when we can get Van Hook not only at basketball but get him into 5-foot range or somewhere around there.
Christian, his 7th point of the night, gets the first one to go down. He'll have another. 30 seconds to go. First half. Free throw up. Left it off the front of the rim. No good. But Belsic came in and took the rebound away. So the Railers with a chance to draw a little bit closer as we get close to the half.
Bring it out. Stay, Max.
Cook. Over to Pods. Now to Gesner. Curls around. Stops at the free throw line. Picks up his dribble. We're down to 11. Harris. Pass almost stolen away. Belsic. Down to 6. Down to 5. Cook. Got to look for something. Belsic, he's going to drive in. Bounces it over to Harris. Throw it up, Tommy. Didn't get a shot. Certainly not the way the Railers wanted to end the half. Things were looking good. They were running the motion. Just
too much motion.
Didn't get the shot up. Our score at halftime, it is Danville with the lead. Danville on top 24-20. We will be back with our halftime in just a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.